I would get into this lane, the right-hand lane. No, it's not. That's the left-hand lane, isn't it?
Yes, that is.
It's,
Yeah.
I was outside the car looking
You were
in.
pointing that way and saying the right hand.
Stage right.
You'd be a really good
navigator on a rally. Yeah, 90 left over. No, not crest. Sorry, what's the other one?
Yeah, so I've got this CRV.
This is a CRV.
This is a CRV, yeah.
And you have this because why?
I've actually got this because I've just sold my Honda and I was just borrowing an interim car for a week or so, and coupled with the fact that I haven't driven this particular version, it's called a Black Edition.
Right.
3 guesses.
I noticed that because it says Black Edition on the seats.
It does, and also the mats, which Auto Express genuinely reviewed as snazzier carpet mats than the normal edition.
Did they use the word snazzier?
But bearing in mind this was in 2016, they wrote that in February of this year, 2016. They used the word snazzier.
I tell my little boy sometimes that he looks snazzy, but he's 2.
He won't report that.
I'll stop doing it when he gets old enough to go, shut up, Dad, you old square.
I can't, it makes my, actually, I don't know, it feels like someone's pouring fire ants down my back. Someone uses that word like snazzy. I just
it's a grandparent's word.
Oh, it's...
So maybe that's why they've used it. You see, the thing that people don't realise about Auto Express is how meta they are. And they've used a very grandparent's word to describe what is, let's be honest, quite a grandparentsy car.
Exactly, they've probably been really appropriate, because the thing about the CRV is it sells very well. Just when you think that you don't see them around, I've done that whole thing of driving this car and then looking around and going, there's tons of CRVs around.
It's true, isn't it? Whenever you have a car, like even if you have a rental car or something and you've never driven, I don't know, Toyota Avensis or something, you start noticing other Avensis.
There's loads.
And then you start to feel like you're part of a club. And of course you're not, because all the other Avensis drivers are just people who've been given one by their company and they deeply resent it because they want
They
to
can't walk to work. Yeah, that's true, isn't it? It is very true. The thing about this car is all the little things that annoy me about it just suddenly dissolve, because as soon as I lift the boot and look inside, it's massive. It's got a really good sized, proportioned, flat entry boot.
I don't want to come over all What Car magazine. Or actually, as I always think, no one ever calls, it should be What Car magazine, because they do have a question mark. What car?
Yeah.
What car?
What? So, you don't understand what a car is?
Yeah, what car? What car? What car? What car? They should put another question mark in.
Is it a magazine for aliens? You don't have no idea.
No, it was founded by Australians, and they just think it's normal to have a question mark.
It's the high intonation finish.
What car?
What car?
What car? But I don't want to sound like What Car magazine, but I did look in the boot of this car when you arrived, and I was deeply impressed by how low the loading sill was.
One thing though is the automatic transmission.
Is it bad?
Yeah, I think it's really bad.
Is it proper auto?
It's 9. Yeah, it's
9 speed.
It's a 9 auto.
Is that ZF that they put into the Range Rover Evoque? Is it that? Or has Honda done that thing that Honda sometimes do, where they just make their own stuff?
I would say that Honda wouldn't be involved with ZF. I would say Honda would make
their own stuff. Like Honda used to make their own ABS, didn't they? For no reason, and Bosch would just sit there by the phone going, "Guys,
yeah, fill your boots
whenever you're ready. Whenever you're ready."
It's so true.
We're here.
I quite like that about Honda. It's the pioneering spirit, and sometimes a little bit.
Well, you say that, but if memory serves, when they were doing the Rover 800 and the Honda Legend, Rover had to have the awkward conversation of going, "We don't want to use your ABS," because
didn't they have a Lucas deal?
I think. Do you know what? This is deep knowledge. I think the V6 Rover 800 and the 4-cylinder Rover 800 used different ABS systems, and one of them I think was Teves. Do Teves still exist? Teves ABS on the 4-cylinder maybe, and Bosch on the 6, or maybe the Honda system on the 6. But the Rover didn't like the Honda system because it had still allowed some wheel
because it was too reliable.
Yes, because it worked, and that was an anathema to them.
I don't know the answer to that question, by the way.
What's the question?
Well, the one about the different ABS pumps.
Oh, no, but it's okay, because I can look it up later in an old copy of Car Magazine. Because I got nothing else to do.
You have.
I have. But I wish I didn't.
Bollocks.
What do you think? Tell me what you think. Ignore the gaffer tape.
That's not standard.
No.
Because if it was on the black edition, it would be black gaffer, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
What's going on at Honda? That's my question. What's going on? I have a theory about Honda. I have several theories.
They're watching the Queen video, I Want to Break Free, and they're desperately trying to break free.
But they're not breaking free, are they? And the problem is, Honda doesn't have a styling department. Everybody in the company takes it in turns. And they just go, so... Like,
Jed, you do it this week.
Yeah, well, I'm a bit busy because, I organise all the branded pens for the North American market. We don't care, Jed. You've got to crack on, mate, because we need a new Civic. And actually, Jed's quite good at drawing. So the Civic's not bad. But Marie, who works on the reception in the Canadian head office, she's crap at drawing. And they made her...
What did she draw?
Well, she did the jazz. And it's awful, nothing lines up properly. But, she's done her best, but she's used to going, hello, Honda Canada. And that's all she does. So it's unfair to expect her to do all the surface treatments on a class-leading interior room-based Super Mini.
They are a bit lost. They're
lost. It's just, This is very old school, though. I think this feels more like... Do you remember...
This is quite old.
Peak normal Honda for me was the Accord, not the Rover 600 one.
Yeah.
Not the one after that, although that was very good. But the one
The
after
one with the
that,
really slab back estate.
yes,
Completely chopped
the
off
estate was not a nice looking car.
Oh, I love the estate.
It was quite hearsy though.
Yeah, but that's what I like.
There's someone who lives near me who used to have two of those.
Two?
Yeah. They're consecutive year reg, and it's almost like just some kind of intermarital argument. I love your Honda. Well, you can't have it. It's mine. Well, fine. I'm getting one of my own then.
And it'll be a year younger.
Yeah, so it might have some extra features and standards. But the saloon of that I thought was an incredibly nice looking car, and it was a really pleasant car to drive.
It was, and it had a good pair of engines too.
Yeah, it did. Everything about it was just, it wasn't flashy, it was quite understated, but it was everything you want from Honda. Incredibly well made.
Yeah.
Quite refined.
Honda's got
Nice
such
looking.
a faithful fan base and return customers.
That's true, but they are literally dying.
They are dying, and that's the problem. The first thing I noticed about this car is that all the infotainment and everything. Look at the size of the
It's
font.
large print.
Look, that's normal.
This
I haven't
is
changed
a
it.
large print sound.
Where to?
You
man!
said turn left.
I mean, it's really easy.
How's your Ian? Is he still working at the bank? It just gets distracted. Sorry, I should have told you to turn there, but we were busy asking how your Helen's getting on. Is her youngest started school yet?
It's massive. Look, it's all massive for, I guess, bad eyesight or
Yeah.
huge thumbs.
It's not.
Look at it. Look at the size. Each option is bigger than a 50p piece.
That stop actually does look like a 50p piece.
It does look like a 50p.
But one of the new ones, they're so small and fiddly, aren't they? How many shillings is that?
I'm going to let this lady out in just a horrifically
Look.
designed car.
Look, this one. Where am I? Where am I? Is there somebody who could come and collect you? It's wow, and yet the buttons are a little bit small.
We're in Matlock Bath, and I've fallen down a flight of stairs.
Doris knows their help is on the way, thanks to her Honda.